How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. ChatGPT is all the rage these days, so today I'm gonna ask it some financial questions and we'll see how it goes. This video is brought to you by Moomoo, the free trading app. You can get up to 15 free shares of stock just for signing up and depositing some amount of money. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. Millions of people have tried ChatGPT. Right now it's still free, but if it's really in high demand, you can't actually access it. You have to pay a monthly fee. But if demand is low, you can still use it, give it a whirl, see what kind of questions you can ask, see what kind of responses it gives. It seems all the companies are jumping on this. When you actually use it, is kind of freaky because this is a robot here and it responds with a natural language and it seems apparently very, very intelligent. I'm just gonna ask it some questions and see the responses. First one I have for it is, can you provide a 10-step plan on the fastest way to retire as a median salary worker? Here's a 10-step plan on how to retire early as a median salary worker. It actually has 10 bullet points. It understood me. Define your financial goals. Determine how much money you need to live comfortably in retirement and calculate how much you need to save to reach that goal. Perfectly sound here. Create a budget, evaluate your spending habits, and create a budget that allows you to save a significant portion of your income each month. Is it gonna be a YouTuber now? It can just auto-generate all this stuff and post a video and I'll be out of a job here. Reduce debt, pay off high interest debt. I agree, such as credit card balances, personal loans, as quickly as possible. Maximize your retirement savings. Take advantage of employer matching contributions and contribute as much as you can to your 401k or other retirement savings plan. This is all very, very sound advice here. Invest in a diverse portfolio, invest in a mix of low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds to minimize risk and maximize returns over the long term. Automate your savings. Consider setting up automatic contributions to your retirement account so that you're consistently saving for the future. Number 7, seek additional income streams. Yeah, consider starting a side business or pursuing freelance work to increase your income and speeding up your path to retirement. I really wonder how the heck it came up with all this. It's very coherent. Minimize expenses. Look for ways to cut expenses, such as downsizing your home or reducing your transportation costs. Your home, your transportation is one of the bigger things. And if you cut down on these, yeah, you can save a lot. Plan for healthcare costs. Right on the money here. Because your healthcare costs can be significant, so you do need to plan for it. Consider purchasing long-term care insurance or saving for out-of-pocket medical expenses in retirement. Number 10, monitor your progress. I'd say so, because I even do a net worth spreadsheet. That is monitoring your progress. Regularly review your budget and investments to make sure you're on track to reach your retirement goals. At the very end, it even gives a disclaimer here. Remember, every individual situation is different and it's important to consult a financial advisor to determine the best course of action for your specific needs. How the heck did it do all this? It's just amazing. It's like magic. Let's ask it something a bit more interesting. Do you know who BeatTheBush is on YouTube? And if so, what do you think about him? As an AI language model, I don't have personal opinions or feelings, but I can provide information. Well, to me, it feels like it's providing personal opinions. All these things that it's saying, it's the opinion of the AI model. It seems like it doesn't have too much feelings, but then, okay, listen to this. BeatTheBush is a YouTube channel that appears to focus on financial topics, including investing, personal finance, and wealth building. How did it scrape all this information? I don't have access to specific content of the channel, meaning it probably cannot scrape data from an actual video from all the audio recordings, but it can scrape data from maybe the closed captioning, the video description, or what other people say about my channel on the internet. But there are many individuals and organizations on YouTube that provide information and advice on financial matters. It's important to keep in mind that not all financial advice found on the internet is reliable, and it's always a good idea to do your own research and consult with a professional financial advisor before making any investment decisions. You shouldn't do any kind of buying or selling based on any financial YouTuber. You really have to decide decide on your own. Additionally, it's important to consider multiple sources and perspectives before making any financial decisions that could impact your long-term financial health and stability. In a way, just to cover your butts, right? I do this, whenever I talk about stocks, it's like, do your own research. I'm not responsible for what I say here, like if you buy and sell cryptocurrency, any kind of stock that I mentioned, do your own research. It's interesting to try to ask it some questions for forward-looking views. Although it only has data up to, I think, the last year. What are the top 3 stocks that are most likely to 10x in value, similar to what Apple, Google, or Amazon did in recent history? As an AI language model, I don't have the ability to predict the future market performance with certainty. Stock prices can be influenced by a multitude of factors, including economic conditions, company-specific events, and change in the wider market. Additionally, past performance is not indicative of future results, so it's difficult to identify which stocks will experience similar growth to companies like Apple, Google, or Amazon. This is basically a non-answer here. That being said, investing in well-established high-growth companies with strong financials and proven track record can be a good strategy for long-term investing. If you're looking to invest in individual stocks, it's important to conduct thorough research and consider factors such as the company's financial health, competitive position, and potential for future growth. Basically, analyze the stock. Keep in mind that investing in stock market involves risk, and it's always a good idea to consult with a professional financial advisor before making any investment decisions, covering its butt right now. Additionally, a diversified investment portfolio that includes a mix of stocks, bonds, and other assets can help manage risk and provide more stability over the long term. I asked it, which stock will 10x? I was hoping it's like, oh, OpenAI, or like some kind of ChatGPT clone, basically a non-answer. 5th question, what's the best way to quiet quit? Now, this is a question that it got completely wrong. It didn't even know what quiet quitting is. Maybe it's too recent a term. Quiet quitting is a term that refers to resigning from a job without making a big fuss or drawing attention to oneself. It thinks that you're actually quitting, but quiet quitting is really quitting your job, putting in the minimal effort, but not really quitting the job. Let me proceed. If you're considering quitting your job, here are some steps you can take to ensure a quiet and smooth departure. So then it goes on to say how to quit your job. Plan ahead, give adequate notice, be honest, offer to help with the transition, leave on a positive note, maintain confidentiality, stay professional. So it completely missed the point here. I was hoping for something like, when you quiet quit, don't let anybody know that you're quiet quitting. You should do more than the bare minimum. In fact, I think the best way is to aim for being slightly better than average. You don't want to be below average because, when layoffs come, you're going to get laid off. You want to be a little bit better. If you are a very good worker, very fast worker, and you quiet quit, you turn down your effort down to average. You actually only need to spend very little effort to maintain this above average stance, maybe like 10 hours, maybe 20, 30 hours a week if you are in a white collar job. Last question here is, do you think Dogecoin would ever reach $1? And basically, it gave a nonsense answer as well because it can't predict the future. But I just wanted to know if it thinks it's going to. It didn't say, yes, I think so. And it didn't say, no, I didn't. But here is what it said. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was created as a joke but has gained a significant following in recent years. The value of Dogecoin, like any cryptocurrency, is highly speculative and subject to significant fluctuations in response to market condition and investor sentiment. First, it describes what it is, and it says it's speculative and you can't really determine what the price is. It won't make a definite assertion on anything. It's kind of like a wish-washy response. It's impossible to predict with certainty what will happen to the price of Dogecoin in the future. Do you think it will go up or not? And then you're like, well, that's what it's doing here. The value of cryptocurrencies is driven by supply and demand, and there are many factors that can impact the demand for Dogecoin, such as changes in regulation, economic conditions, and investor sentiment. Yes, blah, 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 right? While some people believe that the price of Dogecoin could reach $1 or higher in the future, there is also a significant amount of risk associated with investing in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency Markets are highly volatile and can experience rapid changes in prices, which can result in significant losses for investors. It's like when you ask someone, what should I invest in? And then they're like, well, it depends on which market that you're into, how much risk tolerance you have. You just give this spew about, like what typical financial advisors will give you. I don't like this answer at all. It doesn't satisfy what I'm trying to ask this ChatGPT thing. I think you can coerce it to make good responses. If it doesn't make a good response for you, you can try to rephrase the question and maybe it will give you something better. And the responses are uncanny. If you can actually turn this into responses on YouTube video, maybe generate 100 videos to the top 100 question that it asks, and then people are gonna find it on YouTube, you monetize it, maybe you can make a bunch of money doing that. There's a lot of potential here. Bill Gates thinks so. It's the next revolution. They can probably refine these things to be even better. The way it answers questions, it really does seem like it's threatening Google, because who needs Google when you have ChatGPT? Rather than you having to look through multiple pages and trying to figure out which one is a good answer, it gives you one single answer. People have some kind of analysis paralysis over here. When you're given too many choices, it's actually not good for the consumer. But when you're giving one single answer, you're like, is that the answer to it? So I do think this is gonna blow up. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.